Today we celebrate Ohio Northern's 2010 graduating class. Also today, it is my great honor to commemorate one man's remarkable commitment to public service throughout his life. Senator John Glenn's life has been characterized by heroism, service, and faith. These attributes provide a great model for today's graduates to emulate. Early on in Mr. Glenn's career, his character was tested in the fire. As a military pilot, Mr. Glenn served with the Marine Corps, the U.S. Navy, and the United States Air Force. During this long career, he flew 149 combat missions. He served in World War II in the South Pacific and volunteered for combat missions during the Korean conflict. On two separate occasions, when then Captain Glenn returned from combat missions, his aircraft had suffered over 250 flak holes from enemy air fire. After these combat missions, he went on to become a Navy test pilot. During this time period, he also exhibited great bravery. He was the first man to accomplish a supersonic transcontinental flight. Finally, after his time with the military, Senator Glenn served with NASA. He's most well known for his time with NASA and his involvement with the Project Mercury. He was one of 7 pilots selected for this very important program that occurred during the Cold War. He was the first man to orbit the Earth, and this was a huge event that helped really electrify the nation. After his years with NASA, Mr. Glenn was elected as United States Senator representing Ohio. He served there from 1974 to 1999. During his time as a U.S. Senator, he was the chief author of the 1978 Non-Proliferation Act. He also served on the Foreign Relations and Armed Services Committees. Then finally, after his public service with the Senate, Mr. Glenn, at the ripe old age of 77, became the oldest man to enter space. Finally, throughout all these accomplishments in his life, Mr. Glenn has maintained humility, crediting God with the wonderful creation that he was able to experience from space and for the many talents that he'd been blessed with to allow him to do such great things. After one of his trips to space, he's quoted as saying, "To look out at this kind of creation and not to believe in God is impossible. It just strengthens my faith. I wish there were words to describe what it's like." John Glenn's life shows that courage and commitment are essential to a successful career in public service. He is a model for what a selfless attitude looks like. And this is a model that today's graduates should seek to emulate. It is my great pleasure today to award Dr. John Glenn with the honorary degree from Ohio Northern University in Public Service.